Thank you all very much.
Tonight, President Trump says he's willing to testify before special counsel Robert Mueller.
Would you still like to testify to special counsel Robert Mueller, sir?
Thank you. Sure, I would like to.
You would like to?
I would like to.
As his legal team was rocked today, Mr. Trump's lead outside attorney, John Dowd, resigned. Dowd has long opposed the president doing an in-person interview with Mueller and sparked a backlash over the weekend when he called for an end to the special counsel investigation, a move that may have set back talks between President Trump's and Mueller's teams, according to two sources. Dowd's ouster may have cleared the way for a face-to-face, and the addition of former federal prosecutor Joe DeGenova may signal the president is now preparing to take a tougher stance. DeGenova, a frequent commentator on Fox News, has pushed this conspiracy theory.
Make no mistake about it. A group of FBI and DOJ people were trying to frame Donald Trump of a falsely created crime.
The president's former top advisor, Steve Bannon, who was fired, said the addition of DeGenova sends a strong sign.
I think President Trump's going to war. I think it's very obvious he's going to go to war in this.
Legal analysts say if the president, who's known for going off script, does agree to an interview with Mueller, his lawyers need to prepare him intensely.
FBI agents or U.S. attorneys, they usually know the answers to most of the questions they're asking you. They're asking just to see if you try to massage the truth. And if you do, you've just committed a crime.
As for John Dowd, he told me earlier today, I love the president and wish him very well, but wouldn't elaborate on exactly why he's leaving. Meanwhile, the president's legal team is eyeing even more additions as it ramps up.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.